Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at BellyUpSports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
Liga MX, the quarterfinals have concluded, and the scores, I feel like it went kind of how it was expected to go in Liga MX. Definitely the higher seeds did advance. Not all the higher seeds, but definitely the majority of the higher seeds did advance. We'll try our best to this time actually have this video available because the first leg does start Wednesday, which is today, which is actually what I'm recording right now. So hopefully we can get it out for you guys. But America ends up handling their business with Pachuca, 2-2 on away goals. I want to commend so much to Pachuca, bro. Like, I mean, they went through the gauntlet these last couple of games. Very short rest, and to get it done and get into the playoffs. And I mean, you couldn't advance because of the, I don't know if it's this. Okay, so this is off of Google. Okay, so Google is saying the away goal rule, which I don't think is true. I think Liga MX, when you're tied on aggregate, it's the higher seed that advances automatically. I don't know if they have changed that rule yet or anything like that. I personally think that rule is a load of BS, but because of 2-2 and away goals, I mean, both games are 1-1, so both of them have one away goal. So actually, you know what? Google's not right on this one. It was because of the higher seed automatically advances in a tie. So yeah, but I mean, still, Pachuca commendable. They still have the Triple C final, which they'll be going against the Columbus Crew. They still have that left going for them, at least for this season. Obviously, then the season starts all over again in the summer, and then Leagues Cup. So we'll see. But Pachuca, I think has gotten a lot of respect in this league. Cruz Azul beat Pumas 4-2 on aggregates. Had a 2-0 victory in the first leg, and then just drew a 2-2 against Pumas in the second leg. I mean, Cruz Azul looking very good, very solid, strong team. Obviously, remember that one season where they were doing very well, and I think they're definitely a major threat in this tournament. But it is going to get significantly harder now that we're going into the semifinals. The upset of this one, which I don't want to call it an upset because I think this was a fairly even matchup, but Chivas de Guadalajara did beat Toluca 1-0 on aggregate, for winning that first leg 1-0. The second leg was a 0-0 draw. Toluca just being the best scoring team, but like I said, man, just because you're the best scoring team doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win it all. Toluca needs to work on the defensive side, man. Even though in this matchup between Chivas, clearly defense was the focal point of this one, but when you're supposed to have the best attack and you drop 2 goose eggs to a team, then it's daunting, So I feel like it's very fitting for Toluca to be eliminated like this. It is what it is. It's just like when Toluca finally made it to the final, man. They did, but then they got freaking shellacked. So I mean, it's just, if it's not one thing, it's something else. If they can't be scoring goals, then they're not going to score any goals. So it's a very frustrating thing for Toluca. I've tried to tell people that I'm trying to be just like a straight up Liga MX fan, so not having affiliation to a team, but it does, obviously I do have a soft spot for Toluca, being that Cardoso and Vicente Sanchez were players that I really did admire when I was a kid. So it's just kind of like, here we are. But Chivas, they got the one goal that all they needed, and they're moving on to the semifinals, a very juicy semifinal matchup, by the way. Monterrey beats Tigres 3-2 on aggregate. It was a very fun series. I felt like this was a the best one of all of them. Just because it's a rivalry matchup, and it did not disappoint. But Monterrey, I mean, you gotta be pulling for Monterrey if you're an MLS fan just because of Brandon Vasquez. You want to see that kid succeed, and it's also just kind of I guess you could say the one up that you can have on Liga MX, where you have a player make his debut in Liga MX, an MLS player make his debut in Liga MX, and get his team very far. But Brandon Vasquez very solid. Though I don't think he was behind the goals, but still, Monterrey is definitely a very good team in Liga MX. Yeah, Brandon Vasquez didn't score a single goal. So yeah, but I still want to flex that. I'm still gonna flex that muscle, whenever I get a chance. So, hate me or if you want, but that's just me. But the semifinals are set. Like I said, it's Wednesday. It's gonna kick off Wednesday, and here are the matchups. We have first place Club America taking on sixth place Chivas de Guadalajara. El Super Clásico in the semifinal. We're gonna have two matches of one of the biggest rivalry in my opinion in Mexico. Club America versus Chivas de Guadalajara. Obviously, we have Chicharito back in Chivas. Also, Cade Cowell. Though I don't think he's getting much discussion, but I think this is going to be a very good matchup. I think you put everything goes on the wayside when you talk about rivalries, but Club America has been the best defensive team, and it clearly helped them out in that first matchup in the quarterfinals. So we'll see how well their defensive goes. I mean, Chivas de Guadalajara put up a masterclass defensively against Toluca. Can they continue that form, and can they just do enough to get them a goal at some point in the match? I think this is going to be a really fun matchup. We have back-to-back massive rivalries in each round of the playoffs so far, but that Super Clásico in the semifinals is awesome, and I can't wait to see how this one pans out. And the other matchup is second place Cruz Azul taking on fourth place Monterrey. Oh, predictions. I should have not done that. Club America, I picked them as my favorite. I know it's a boring pick, but it is what it is. But Club America, I'm having them over Chivas de Guadalajara. I just think that America's defense is just better than Chivas is right now. So, though I do hope that Chivas does win it though. I'm just gonna say that for you Chivas fans, because I don't like Club America. I'm not a fan of them, and I would love to see them lose. So, even though I'm picking Club America, I am going to be pulling for Chivas de Guadalajara to get it done, to get the upset done. And then Cruz Azul versus Monterrey. I think this is going to be a very even matchup between the two. It can really go either way. In this one, I like Cruz Azul, but Monterrey I think is just a different beast, and so I'm gonna go ahead and say that Monterrey beats Cruz Azul. So I'm going for the upset. It's not really an upset, but because of seeding purposes. So my final is going to be Club America versus Monterrey. So we'll see how that works out. Once again, I would love to not see America in the final, but they are my favorite to win this whole thing. So there's that. So yeah, that's Liga MX, man. I hope you guys have been enjoying this playoffs, because I have been thoroughly enjoying it myself. Even though it's usually super late, but it is what it is, man.